So remember before when we were reading about Ramakrishna Paramhans, we read that his interaction with the new guru, the Totapuri, remember? The new Vedantic guru who came and he started teaching him the rules of Vedanta, and he was the one who got him the experience of oneness, the total Advait. So after that, new phase in the Ramakrishna Paramhans started. So now he knew that there is only one thing, there is only Advait, nothing else is there. So, and he was a Kali devotee, right? Pure bhakta, pure devotee. So how he see his feminine energy, the Devi, in a different way, how he saw. So he compared the Kali with Maya. Maya means illusion, pure illusion. So whenever we talk, right? The entire world is like a pure illusion. Everybody is just going through the circus of the life, right? Things are happening, people are taking birth, people are dying, all this circus is going on. And when we were doing the Lalita Tripur Sundari, at that time also we learned that it's a Devi's play. She just sit down and she plays. So he understood that Kali and Maya, Kali, what is the Maya? What is the illusion of the Kali Devis? He understood that the illusion is the one of the face of the absolute. Right? The absolute only wants to create the circus. The absolute only wants to have a universe and play. So the absolute is here, the Brahm. And that Brahm only wants that, okay, let's play, let's create something, let's do a creation. And then after that, we have to sustain the creation. And then whenever they want, they destroy the creation, right? As we know, right, Shiva, Vishnu, and Brahma, that they do that, Brahmaji. So same way, he understood that it's a Devi's illusion. She creates, she takes care of it, and whenever it's time, she destroyed it. And that power is called the Shakti. That the feminine energy is called the Shakti. He understood that the pure absolute is like a fire, like big fire, and we all are going to live in that, the light of that fire. So we cannot say that the fire and light are two different things. If there is a fire, there will be light. So the fire is the absolute and the light is the illusion. Right? The fire is absolute and the light is totally illusion. So in this, the absolute power, when it plays around, it makes law, it breaks law, it has its own way to play. And he started understanding that very high kind of knowledge that it's only the Brahm, it's only the Devi who is creating illusion and who is playing like that. When you reach the absolute, what is absolute? There is nothing, right? Total nothing, nothingness. So when you reach that nothingness space, it's called like a Nirvikalp Samadhi. Nirvikalp means there is no other option. All the other options are gone. Only that absolute is left. So he meditated and started going very frequently in the Nirvikalp Samadhi. Till the journey of the Nirvikalp Samadhi, the Totapuri, his guru, helped him to go and enter there. When he started sitting there for long, long hours, then he started understanding, all the knowledge started coming to him. Till you don't reach that space, it's very hard to get the knowledge. The knowledge comes in that space only. So he started going there and he started getting knowledge. Now he understood that entire world is like a glorious manifestation of Divine Mother. Right? However she wants, she manifests it. And that is the pure transcendental state where you are living in this world and you are able to understand and see that how the Supreme is working. And because you are in a transcendental state, you are not getting affected by this all illusion around us. Most of the time, we are so much affected by the illusion around us that we get confused, we cry, we feel bad, we become very happy, all those kind of emotion shows up. But here, when we know that this is all the drama going on, then you are like centered. So he was in the transcendental state, and in that state, he was like operating all the time. In that state, he was doing understanding, learning more. So now he understood about the avidya, avidya maya and vidya maya. Remember when we did panchakosha, the 5 layers of the body? In the 4th layer of the body, intellect layer, where we were learning about intellect, remember there were like pure intellect and impure intellect. So now he started understanding that what is pure intellect and what is impure intellect. And he understood that if a person is having like desires, too many desires, passions, greed, lust, cruelty, and that person is intelligent also, that is like impure intelligence. So we'll talk more about this thing to understand what is the pure or impure intellect. So in the impure intellect, we can understand it like that the mind, it creates its own pattern of a behavior, right? The mind creates its own way. The mind creates its own thoughts. And when a mind creates the thoughts, the intellect starts supporting it. So mind can create any kind of thought. And the intellect will come and say, yeah, whatever the mind is saying, whatever the desire is there, however cruel you are, how many bad passions you had, thousands of desire you had, everything is right. Right? The intellect supports it because the intellect is not pure. Right? The intellect is divided into impure intellect and pure intellect. When it's impure, whatever the mind says, the intellect supports it. Many times we talk with people, what happen? Right? People will have different weird kind of ideas and they have a list of logic supporting it. And if you sometimes we know that this whatever this person is saying, it's not right, but they will give you so many logic with it that it will be hard to convince them. So same way, when the mind creates anything, any kind of thoughts, and the logic comes and supports it, it creates an impure intellect. So many people are very intelligent, very, very highly educated, very intelligent. Their brain is very sharp. But are they pure intellect or they are just impure intellect? They are taking advantage of their knowledge, their intelligence to fulfill their desire, to support their way of living. It's not necessary the way of living they have. It's a like it's good only. So it's all related with the mind. When the mind is so powerful, it can try to control the intellect. Many time we see in our life, we will be giving logics, but whatever the mind say, we will do that. And how we support it? I felt like doing this. I wanted to do this, and we will support it. So that kind of mind is totally impure. In impure intellect, you cannot have any kind of divine blessings because that is controlled by the lower level. The mind level is the 3rd level and the intellect level is the 4th level. So the 4th level is controlled by the 3rd level. So you cannot grow in that level. Only what can happen? Um, you can have money, whatever you want, you can behave like that, you can feel happy. And if the people from outside see, maybe they can think that you are very successful, you are very happy, and you, whatever you want, you are doing it. But the reality that you are going deeper into impure intellect. Then comes the pure intelligence. So, pure intelligence, when it comes like a flower. It just comes like a flower, right? You also don't know when the flower is going to bloom. Why we are comparing it with flower? Because it's so pure. When a flower blooms, its fragrance reaches to everyone, right? The flower doesn't need any logic, any support, any drama, anything to convince anyone in this world that I'm a flower. People will see and say, this is flower. The fragrance will reach to everyone. So that is the pure intellect, which doesn't need anything to support it. The pure intellect is known as pragya also. Pure vidya, shuddha vidya, pragya, atma gyan, brahma gyan, self-realization, enlightenment. This is all the pure intellect. And the impure intellect, when you are just busy to console your mind and fulfill your desires and your ego. That is the impure intellect. So in the fourth layer of the fourth layer of the body, from impure intellect to we have to move towards the pure intellect. So here we can see that Ramakrishna Paramhans, he was able to understand that what is pure intellect and what is impure intellect, right? Which is like a very big thing that he was able to understand that how it worked. He was not educated. He never went to school. So it's not that he got a lot of knowledge. No, nothing happened to him. But in the state of samadhi, all kind of supreme knowledge was coming to him. And he understood that. And then he said, when you are in the impure intellect, if you are working on the impure intellect, you will be in the world system on the lower planes. And that lower plane of the world will cause lot of pain in your life, lot of discomfort in your life. And then you will be getting the result of your karmas also in that layer. And then you will be having rebirth there. So you will be born and then the death will happen. Then again you will be born and the death will happen. So if you are in the lower plane, just only thinking to fulfill yourself, supporting your ego and your desire with all your intellect, it's not that anything great is going to happen in your life. Maybe you will have money and maybe you will have a lot of property, but nothing else will happen to you. But if somehow you go towards the pure vidya, the pure intellect, which is the source of creation, which does the creation, then you will have spiritual virtues, enlightening qualities. You will have kindness, purity, love, devotion, all these kind of good qualities people can see inside you, right? So the same intelligence, one is not pure and one is pure, right? So we can see that. Then he went more ahead of that. Ma gave him the glimpse of that there is pure intellect, then there is impure intellect. You can go beyond these two intellects, and that will become like a mayatita. Remember, we always talk about gunatita, the one who goes beyond the three gunas. Kalatita, the one who goes beyond the time. Now here is the world Mayatita, the one who goes beyond of all the illusion. Because the Maya creates the Vidya and Avidya. But here he is saying that you need to go away, more forward than that. So you need to touch the fifth layer of the body. So he started understanding these kind of subtle knowledge, very subtle, like very minute. It's very hard to understand that what is pure, what is impure, and how you will be going beyond it. He understood that the Devi, like because he was a Kali Bhakt, that she is like a sun, like sun which can have a light of 1,000 sun inside it. And in front of her, so many clouds are made. They come, they disappear. They come, they disappear. And so many seasons change, the earth change, the universe change, everything happens by its own. But this pure thing is with 1,000 sunlight is always there, right? So the supreme power, the supreme consciousness, the Brahm, the absolute is always there. Many things will come and many things will go. So he understood that I should not get worried with whatever is happening in this world, whatever is happening in this universe, because it's just a play. It's going to be like that. So he got this kind of knowledge, but then also he was understanding the absolute, the without body formless one, and then also he was like totally close to the body of the Devi, because he was a priest in a temple. So he used to go and he used to take care of the Devi. So same time, at the same time, he was the greatest scholar of formless knowledge, and the same time he was the one who used to worship with the form also. So a great balance we can see inside him. Then he got the knowledge of all the manifestation of the Kundalini energy, that how the Kundalini works, what happened, how the energy goes up. Like he started getting all these kind of knowledge, which was like very rare to get. And then the relationship with the divine was so great, so much filled with love, that many times he used to go into the samadhi. And in those samadhis, he started getting like different kind of knowledge, different kind of visions, where he started seeing that Devi is like everywhere, everything is turning into Kali. Different kind of visions he started getting. He was the one person on this earth who filled the gap between formless and form, because he was able to do it at look at both the things at the same time, with the same devotion and with the same respect. So that kind of knowledge he has. Now his teacher Totapuri. So we talked about him in the last session, and we found out that the Totapuri was a Vedantic guru. He was a wandering monk. He has like 700 or 800 disciples, and he was a big acharya, big guru, and he used to uh, wander here and there and give knowledge. And he came to give knowledge to Ramakrishna Paramhans. He was the one who pushed Ramakrishna Paramhans to go towards the Nirvikalp Samadhi and taste that absolute. But one day he was having a discussion with Ramakrishna Paramhans. And when he was having a discussion about the Vedantic discussion, because Vedanta, the knowledge path, right? It's always about discussion. They used to have before many like in the Kumbh also, right? I told you all the sadhus used to come there and discuss about that, what they experience and what they felt about the absolute, or where their samadhis are taking them. So he was having a discussion with the his guru Totapuri. And at that time he saw that somebody from the temple came, and there was a havan kund where you put the do the fire thing. So he took the one of the coal from that, and he started put it on his cigarette, and he started smoking. So when this Totapuri saw that, he got like angry. He got angry that how can you took a coal from that havan kund and you are using it for your smoke. The moment he got anger, the Ramakrishna Paramhans told him that are you not shameful, to his guru, that are you not shameful? You'd always talk about the oneness and reality and the Brahm. And then this entire world is an illusion. And now you are getting affected by this. Because in the oneness, when we say that the entire world is same, we accept everyone, right? That everybody is the part of that same absolute. We accept everyone. So Totapuri felt very ashamed. He thought that, oh, I always teach this and I'm not able to follow my own world, that I'm teaching that everything is one and then I'm not able to follow that. So after that, Totapuri got a like dysentery, like his tummy went back, and he went into a miserable state. So most of the sannyasis who are Vedantis and these kind of big people have a ego, some kind of ego that they don't respect their body after some time. They think that the body is pure illusion. They think that, okay, we don't need body. So somehow in Totapuri, some kind of ego was there, that he was like thinking that this body is, I don't need this body. So the Devi gave him that dysentery to understand that doesn't matter how much knowledge you have or whatever you have, you need to respect your body also. So when in the body it hurts, you need to take care of your body, you need to eat right food. So that kind of knowledge the Devi started giving to him, that you cannot disrespect your body. So after that, he was so embarrassed that he thought, let me go and drown myself in the river Ganga. And he went to the bank and he tried to go and drown himself. So wherever he went, it was only the water was till his knees. It was impossible to go and drown in that Ganga. And from that point, he looked back towards the temple, like big temple and big garden, Dakshineshwar temple and garden. He looked to the temple. And then Ma gave him the vision that the temple is khali, the trees are khali, the sky is khali, the water flowing in the Ganga is khali, the sand, the earth is khali. So he saw that everything is the Devi here. Till now, because he was a Vedanti, he used to worship formless, so he did not respect Devi at all. So Devi gave him that kind of vision. She showed him that she is the body only, and she is the mind. She is the one who creates the pain. She is the one who creates the comfort also. She is the one which is the knowledge, and she is the one who gave the ignorance also. So it's her play. So somebody if have lot of knowledge, it's nothing that that person has done something good. It's Devi's grace. If somebody doesn't have knowledge, somebody is ignorant, that is also perfectly fine. The divine doesn't want that person to have knowledge. Right? If we see like that to everyone, we are not going to fight with anyone. There won't be any discrimination. So after that, he understood that this is the way the things are going in the life. How Devi is showing me that she is everywhere. So it's not that some people will learn easily. No. Doesn't matter what level you are, when the God teaches you, they teach you totally different way. Then he understood that it's her will which turns things into yes or no. Sometimes the things are yes, sometimes the things are no. So it's her will. It's nobody else. Whatever she wants, she does it. With the help of the Devi, he saw that he was able to see with the help of her. He was able to hear with the help of her. His imagination, which goes in his mind, it was also because of the grace of Devi. So this kind of things he started getting, that everything is because of her. Without her grace, without the divine grace, you won't be able to go above this realm of the knowledge or of the world or of the body. You can see it in any way. You need the grace. At certain point, your all effort will be just kept. At that point, you need the grace of the Absolute. You need the grace of the Supreme. So he started understanding. And then he understood that the Devi is only the pure Brahm. She is the one which is the pure Brahm. And then he started worshipping her more and more. After that, the Totapur came back to Dakshineshwar and he realized his mistake, that he was ignoring the God with the form, and he then started meditating on the Divine Mother. And then after that, the Divine Mother gave him lot of knowledge and lot of experiences and everything. So here the Ramakrishna has later talked about this and said very beautifully, when I think of a supreme being as inactive, neither creating nor preserving nor destroying, I call it a Brahm or a Purusha or impersonal God. But when I see that power actively creating, preserving and dissolving, I call that power Shakti or Maya or Prakriti. So it's the same thing. When it doesn't do anything, it's the Purush, it's the Brahm, it's the Atma, it's the Absolute, it's the pure consciousness. When it starts working, it becomes illusion, it becomes Devi, it becomes Prakriti, like nature. So he has described it that this is the vision Devi gave to Totapuri and him when they were working on it. Then after that, Totapuri lived there for 6 months and meditated on Devi, and then he went after that. When Totapuri left, then after that, Ramakrishna Paramhans became very sick. Very, very sick. He became very sick because very easily his body was going into Nirvikalp Samadhi. When you go into that stage of Samadhi and for hours and hours, then it slowly becomes very hard to eat food, to be aware, to think properly. He was always into transcendental state, always into that pure state of Advaita. And he stopped eating, he stopped taking care of his body. And that time, some monk in the temple, he started feeding him something. So bring his consciousness back. Sometime he used to slap him. Because if some pain in the body will happen, the consciousness will come down and he will open his mouth. And when he will open his mouth, he will put some food inside the mouth. So when he was totally leaving his body and being on a very higher realms all the time, not taking care of the body, so after some time, Devi made him very sick. She gave him severe pain in the tummy. Why severe pain in the tummy? Because of that pain, he can relate himself with the body. Right? And this is so interesting. Many times we think that we are doing so many things so good, and suddenly, why my body is hurting? What is happening in the body? Maybe we are trying to go in the very higher realms, and suddenly she pushes us back and tells us that, okay, you have a body also, and you have to take care of your body. Right? So if a disease is happening, if something is happening to body, we can see, we can relate it with our spiritual growth also, that where the spiritual growth is going and how the body is acting on it. So all those kind of things we understand with the experience of Ramakrishna Paramhans. And when the body will hurt, doesn't matter how far you are in your consciousness, you will slowly come back. So he started come back after that, slowly, slowly.